the first area that I'm going to start working on are the eyes. Of the three areas that we're working on, eyes, nose, and mouth, like I said, I think the nose is one of the more difficult areas to model, but I think it's most important that you get the eyes done and cracked properly before moving on to any of the other spots, because getting that shape looking good and working properly is going to be extremely important to your progress in general. Now, to that end, I'm actually going to model a couple of spheres to be placeholders for the actual eyes. I think that would be a good idea just to have that in mind, so that you can model around an actual sphere, to actually model around something to, well, represent your eyes. So let's go ahead and rotate this a good 90 degrees, and that's going to be too tiny, so let's go ahead and up the radius. Move that to the left, and I'm using my orthographic view to get this proper, like, at least I'm trying to. And you know what, I'm also going to rotate this to the left a good 90 degrees. There we go. Not bad. Let me go ahead and scale this out a little further. I think a good idea for scaling this out would be, here, you see how this is the corner part of the eye? I think it would be a very good idea to scale this so that that meets at least the half mark of my eye itself. That way, when I'm creating my geometry, I don't have to worry about it wrapping around the back end of the eye. That would kind of look nasty. So let's go ahead and scale that up to about there. And okay, it's getting a little large over on this side, so I will scale it back down just a touch. And yeah, I'll keep it back, but I'll move it forward just a touch. That should be within reasonable parameters. Okay, so I've got this. Let me go ahead and actually let me get my bearings here, because I don't think I'm facing forward here. Yeah, this is a little bit tricky, because according to this, that's forward and backward. Let's see. Okay, so that is my forward direction, which is interesting because this says it's the front on my wireframe, but if I'm reading this right, when I duplicate this, it's going over like that, so, well, that kind of boggles my mind. But anyway, so this is not quite reading right, in the sense that I'm probably looking at the back rather than the front here. Let me go ahead and swap that over. There we go, because now what I do over here will happen the same way. So that makes me feel a little bit better. Alright, now then, let me go ahead and make sure that these are relatively even in there. Oops, let me go ahead and try and get that perfectly aligned. There we go. And okay, so this one is set on the x-axis at, let's go ahead and make this an even 42, and we'll go ahead and make this an even negative 42. There we go. Now they are evenly set up. I'm tempted to also put like a little dot in there to represent the pupil, but I'll get into the touch-up and all that sort of stuff later. For now, let's go ahead and get going with the modeling of the general shapes of the eyes.